All right, let's dive right in. Today, we're going to explore the pretty mind bending ideas of the mystic Neville Goddard. This is all about looking at your life, at your reality, in a completely new way. A way that might just make what you think is impossible, well, totally possible.
So let me just kick this off with a pretty big question. What if everything you see, everything you touch, everything you call real, what if it's all just one big, grand deception? And that question leads us straight to the first major idea. See, we're all taught to trust our five senses, right? They're our window to the world. But according to Goddard, those very senses are actually our biggest deceivers.
And he really doesn't pull any punches here. He's directly challenging the most basic way we experience life. He's basically saying that the very tools you use to understand your world are the same tools that are trapping you in it. So, how exactly are they deceiving us? Well, think of your senses like historians. They're really good at reporting on what's already happened, on what's already been created and become solid. They can show you the money in your bank account right now, but they can't, for the life of them, show you what's possible tomorrow. So, if the visible world is just an echo of the past, where's the real creative power? Well, that power is in the invisible world, a place your senses can't even begin to register, but a place that is shaping every single thing that you experience. And this gets to how we should really be using our senses. When they're your masters, they're like prison guards, right? They lock you into a reality based only on past evidence. But when they become your servants, they're just useful tools that report on the physical world while a much higher power, your imagination, calls the shots. I mean, just think about it for a second. Have you ever been in love? You can't see it, you can't weigh it, but it's one of the most powerful, most real experiences a person can have. And right now, the room you're in is filled with invisible radio waves. They're real, even if you can't see them. Consciousness and imagination, they're exactly the same, totally unseen but unbelievably powerful.
Goddard had this fantastic analogy to make it all make sense. Picture your consciousness as a radio receiver that's always on. And your imagination? Well, that's the tuning dial. There are infinite stations out there, infinite realities, all broadcasting at the same time. The problem is, most of us let our senses keep that dial locked on the same old station, playing the same old song day after day.
Okay, so let's put these two worlds in the ring together. The world of our senses versus the world of our imagination. Let's really figure out which one is just reporting the news and which one is actually making the news. Here's the matchup. On one side, you've got your senses. They're the historian, only able to tell you what's already happened. They show you the cold, hard facts of your limitations. But then you have imagination. Imagination is the prophet. It sees what's coming. It couldn't care less about your current facts. It's here to show you your endless potential. Neville told this incredible story about a young, struggling musician who really got this. His senses were screaming at him, "You're broke, you live in a tiny little apartment, you've got no real shot." But every single night, in his imagination, he wasn't there at all. He was on a stage conducting a huge orchestra for a roaring crowd. Now, this is the absolute key to the whole thing. He didn't just daydream. He made his inner imagined world more real, more vivid than the physical world around him. He could feel the conductor's baton in his hand. He could hear the applause. He felt that thrill, until that inner reality felt more natural than his outer one. And guess what? Within 5 years, he was conducting orchestras all over the world. So this isn't just some nice feel-good story. It's literally a demonstration of a repeatable technique. So how do we actually do this? How do we purposefully trick our senses into creating a brand new reality? The heart of the whole technique is to live in the end result. Now, this isn't about thinking about what you want or how you're going to get it. No, it's about mentally and emotionally going to the end and living from the state of already having it. It's about feeling the feeling of your wish fulfilled right now. Let's break it down into 4 simple steps. 1, know exactly what you want. What's the end result? 2, feel it now. What would it feel like if it were true this very second? 3, add the details, the sights, the sounds, the smells, the touch. Make it real. And 4, persist. Keep coming back to that state over and over until it just feels normal. And I really have to hammer this home. Step 3 is absolutely crucial. Your senses live in a world of specifics. They don't care about vague wishes. If you want to convince them that a new reality is real, you have to speak their language. Don't just imagine being successful. Feel the weight of the new car keys in your hand. Smell the leather seats.
hear the congratulations. And when you start to really practice this, something profound starts to happen. You stop seeing yourself as just a product of your circumstances, and you start to realize you're actually the source of it all.
This quote just captures that identity shift so perfectly. You're not just a person that things happen to. You are consciousness itself, the creative power that is dreaming this entire physical experience into being. Your body, your life, they're the expression, not the cause. So the ultimate takeaway is this: the invisible world of your imagination is the cause. The visible world around you is just the effect. And when you truly learn to live in the reality of your wish fulfilled, the outside world, well, it has no choice but to change and conform to what you've made real on the inside. Look, you might have started this feeling like a prisoner of your senses. The hope is that you leave here knowing you are the master of the invisible. So the only question that's left, really, is this: with all this power, which invisible reality are you going to choose for yourself?